Good morning. Thank you for joining me today for my chair yoga. My name is Helen. Today we'll need a block and some water. Make sure you have a steady mat again underneath your chair. You should feel comfortable, and remember, all about the breath. It's all about the breath. Let's close our eyes. And just feel this morning. Feel the body. What's going on into our body today? And now focus on your breath. Allow this breath to be smooth. You feel lightness inside of you. You are calm. And just bring your hands on your rib cage. And I want you to bring your breath down to the belly without expanding the rib cage. And now exhale from your rib cage or the upper chest first. And then slowly the belly comes up into the diaphragm. And again, continue. Expanding belly. And then exhale from the upper chest. And slowly the belly rises up and into or towards the rib cage. Let's do it one more time. And now bring your arms to the sides of your body. And I want you to roll your shoulders once, expand your chest. Lift your sternum. And just continue with your eyes closed to feel your breath. Now bring your hands to the heart center, into prayer hands, into Namaste Mudra. Now slowly open your eyes. Bring your left hand in front, and I want you to bring your right hand on top. And this is called the Sankalpa Mudra. I invite you to bring an intention. An intention for your practice, for your day, or for someone special. And as we have this gesture, we honor this Sankalpa, this intention. Now open your eyes, relax the arms, and just start rolling your shoulders. Navel to spine. Take your time. And now inhale to the sky, sweep those arms up, hands to the heart. And let's flow a couple times. Inhale. Exhaling. Sweep up, hands back to the heart. And let's continue breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Bring it back to the heart center. And relax the arms. And now just rotate that right leg. You could hold underneath if you want to. Nice and smooth, soft circles. And reverse. And let's just kick a couple times. Feeling. Flex your foot. And relax. Sit tall. And now rotate the other side. and reverse. Last one, and just a couple kicks. And bring the foot down, sit tall, and we'll look down to see if your knees are over your ankles. I want you to line them. A little bit the back away from your chair. And inhale, sweep up. Navel to spine, swan dive into airplane. Tuck in your chin. Feel the breath down to the lower back. Inhale, rise and cross your arms. Bring your right over your left. Give yourself a hug and release the elbows. Inhale, hinge, and take a deep breath. One more time. On your next exhalation, expand and open nice and wide. And roll your shoulders now to the front, adding some elbows. And now expand your arms and open wide. Cross the other arm over. Give yourself a big hug and release the elbows. Hinge slightly and take a deep breath down to your lower back. On your next exhalation, rise and open up. And roll your shoulders. And let's continue now, sitting tall, right ear to right shoulder. Sweep your right arm. Open your fingers, spread them, and feel your ear. So your fingers are close to your ear. And then relax, feel the heaviness of that arm. Give yourself a nice deep neck stretch. Feel the breath. Slow and smooth. Just a little longer. Exhale, we release and bring our head back. Roll your shoulders. Add some elbows. And now relax the arms. And now bring your left ear to left shoulder. Sweeping your arms, open your fingers wide, touch your ear, feel your ear, spread the fingers, and then feel heavy with the arm. Just allow the head to drop. You're relaxing that right arm. And you're taking nice deep breaths. Exhale, we slowly release. And let's take a pause. I want you to have a sip of water, and then we'll continue. So let's continue. Open up the legs nice and wide. Align the knees with the ankles. And let's start with a nice 5-pointed star. Feel the stretch. Press the palms away from you and the top of your hands towards that back wall. Getting ready, we slightly hinge, we cross our arms, touching our shoulders. Exhale, we expand and flow. Inhaling, exhaling. Hinging and making sure the navel is into the spine, nice and tight. Feel the breath expand. Exhale when you rise. One more. Hold nice and wide. Bring your hands now, fingertips behind the skull. Exhale, softly twist, but keeping the elbows open. And slowly to the other side. Exhale, center and relax. Keep the legs wide and bring your left forearm onto your thigh and reaching up to the sky into a side angle. Expanding through the rib cage. Remember your balance between both glutes. So you're not putting your weight on that left side. You want to expand. Balance between both hips. And now it's all about the breath. Exhale, turn your hand and bring your forearm behind your back. Grab your other hand and press. A little twist towards the left side. Exhale, we find center and open nice and wide. Reach up to the sky. Hands to the heart. And let's continue now. Keep your elbows up as your forearms and hands come down. Feel the energy. Inhaling. Exhaling goes well here. And finish with hands to the heart. And find now side angle to the other side. Watch your elbow. Again, don't bring your weight onto that right glute. Find balance. Expanding through the rib cage. Pulling that shoulder back as you find softness into your breath. Exhale, find center and sweep your arm behind your back, forearm, and then grab your hand. Pull the elbow back, a little twist towards the right. Keep the knees open, steady into the feet. Exhale, we find center. And let's stretch our legs. Sit more to the edge of your chair. And I want you to stretch the left leg. We're going to do one leg at a time. The knee stays over the ankle and you're feeling tall. Bring your hand as high as your shoulder and reach towards that foot. But not down, away and high. Once you're there, release the fingertips towards the chin and turn your chin towards that back right shoulder. Relax your quad, let go of the kneecap. Exhale, we find center. And again, let's bring our hand as high as our shoulder, reach. And fingertips now to the shin and extend through that arm. But I want you to pull the shoulder back. Your palm could be facing to the side or down. Turn the chin towards that shoulder and watch the knee. I want you to keep the knee aligned with the hip and ankle. I feel tall and the navel is in tight, protecting my back. Exhale, I glide back up, bend the knee. And let's find a hula hoop to the right, a Sufi grind. Remember, you're keeping your torso tall, and the navel is all about that circle. So think of inhaling forward, exhale round as you come to the back. So the circles are all from the hara area or the dantian. My head is not down. And let's find center. Let's stretch now that right leg. Flex your foot. And again, bring your hand as high as the shoulder. And then reach forward. Good. And release the hand. And look at the opposite shoulder. Deep breath. Navel to spine. Exhale, we find center, and again, lifting the hand, reaching forward, fingertips to the shin, and stretch that opposite hand. Either palm facing forward, or thumbs up, or palm down, it's okay. Lift through the sternum, navel tight in. Feel the breath in your pose. Nice and smooth breath. To release and unlock some tightness we have in our bodies. Remember to relax the kneecap on that right side. Exhale, we find center and bend the knee and find hula hoop or Sufi grind towards that left side. And it's all from the navel. Inhaling forward. Exhale, slowly round the upper back. Last one. And now bring our legs in. Knees align with the ankles. Inhale to the sky. Feel tall, Samastiti, a seated mountain extended. Circle sweep the arms and grab the lower part of your chair, not the seat, but the back side. And then make sure you're to the edge of your chair and hinge as you roll your shoulder blades together. Don't reach with your chin, keep the head in neutral. Just breathe. Great. And now I want you to extend that left leg nice and long. Grab the sides of your chair. And I want you to press slightly the palms into the chair as you lift your sternum. It's almost like you want to lift yourself up. We're just using the upper body. And release and switch legs. And again, I'm pressing with energy, not too much, just enough, so I could feel tall. I want to grow tall and I feel energy in my arms. I'm building a little strength at the same time I have a stretch. Continue. Feel that those arms and chest. Press slightly. Exhale, release, shake those hands. Let's have a sip of water and then we'll continue. How do you feel from 1 to 3? Getting ready, we'll stand up and we want to face our chair. And remove your block so it's safe. And your water. And let's continue facing our chair. We're not too far from our chair, so it's easy to bring our hands onto the chair. Having a nice flat back. I want you to bend the knees slightly, just let go of the legs. But press into the chair and look at your elbows. The inside of the elbows should be facing each other. They're not facing forward. And now pull your shoulders back. This is a great flat back. You're building a little strength into the pectoral muscles as you press into the chair. So feel energy in those arms. Continue. Looking down, long neck. Soften the knees and rise, reach up to the sky. Interlace fingers and come down and press forward. Squeeze your seat and rise the arms up. Pull your shoulders back. Slightly now, I want you to press into your right foot, push, and slightly angle to the left. But your arms are long, and then bring your chin to the armpit. You're into a nice half moon. Just take deep breaths. Exhale, center, and then swan dive, airplane, long legs. Hands to the chair. Step back with your right leg. Keep the heel up. Fingertips to the edge of your chair. Your heel is up on that right side and rise. Long leg, long body. Just breathe. Exhale, open wide. Hug those shoulder blades together. And now bring your hands behind, interlace fingers, and push the arms towards your heel. Lengthen those arms and hug the shoulder blades. Now soften the knee and find crescent. Continue with a nice, expansive breath. Inhale, release, plank your heel to the floor, and then lift the arms into warrior one. Lengthen as much as you can, but keeping that left knee over the ankle. Your heel is to the mat. Exhale, we release the arms and step forward. Find Samasthiti. Squeeze your seat, lift your sternum. Hands to the heart as you come down, interlace fingers, push forward. And sweep back up. Keeping the seat in tight, navel to spine. Start pushing into the left foot. Grow tall and a soft hinge to the right. Keeping the arms nice and long. And feel a nice, full, expansive breath. Exhale, we find center and swan dive, hands on chair. I want you to come and step back with that left leg, heel is off the floor, long leg, fingertips to the edge of your chair. Could always help yourself with your hands to push and play with the leg with energy, but bring it back over the ankle. Feel tall, stacking shoulders above those hips. I'm lengthening through that back leg. Just breathe. Exhale, open wide. And now interlace legs behind and push. Don't have to connect the palms. Now bend the knee on that back left leg. Keep the chest expand, and then reach again a little more as you hug those shoulder blades. Exhale, plant your heel. Want to see the heel down and rise the arms so you're into warrior one. Feel tall, shoulders relaxed, long back leg. Exhale, let's release the arms and step forward. Samasthiti, grow tall. Swan dive. Hands on chair. Walk back 2 steps at least. Once you walk back 2 steps, I want you to rock and put the weight all on the heels. Almost the toes want to rise. When I rock back, I extend through the back. I feel the back of my legs. Then I bring my chin in. I want to come and look at the toes or in my legs. And then I feel heavy from the upper back. The upper torso, I melt. But I don't drop the head. I want to always keep my head higher than the heart. It's very important. Soothness into your breath to open up. Pull your shoulders a little more towards the back wall. Your weight is to the heels and you're melting. You're letting go of all that tension as you're breathing. Exhale, let's rock forward. And remember, your fingers are really wide on that chair, so the weight is distributed between the palms and the fingertips. I lock my arms. Look at your elbows. Inside elbows facing each other. You're into an inclined plank. Feel strong. Pull those shoulders back, navel to spine. Exhale, rock back one more time. Feel the weight to the heels. Rock the hips far away. Tuck in your chin. Look towards your thighs. Melting heart. So don't hold here, melt here. Exhale, we slowly walk forward, flat back. I want you now to sweep that right leg nice and long. Try to bring the heel as high as your hip and soften that left leg to find support and balance. I never lock the leg. Feel that. Exhale, release. Soften the knees and rise. And rotate, shake those wrists as you come down. Roll the shoulders. Flick those fingers. One more time. And now again, sweep the arms up. Swan dive, hands on chair. And again, I want you to rock and feel balance between the heels and the toes. Lock those arms and sweep that leg. Left leg behind. Soft knee on that right side. Flex your foot and push that leg to the wall. Navel tight. We've got this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Soften both knees and rise. Hands to the heart. Let's have a sip of water. Take your time. And then from here, we'll continue. I'm going to turn my chair. And I want to be able to be on to the side of my chair. So I'm turning mine so you could see me. So I'm towards the back of the chair, onto the sides. And my guide is the first leg of the chair. So you're not too close to the chair, a little bit further. And you have a good space, arm space to swing the arm. And make sure your toes are aligned with the first leg or a little bit before or behind, depending on the width of your chair. So you're never grabbing the chair, you're going to press down to the chair. Using the outside leg, let's bring the knee as high as the hip. And I want you to open the door and close the door a couple times and bring it down. Up, open, and close, and bring it down. Up, open, close, and down. Last time, up, open, close, and down. From here, I want us to step back like warrior one. And we're going to maintain that front knee first over the ankle. So feel length, reach up to the sky with one arm or both. We're into warrior one. Exhale, I'm going to come and twist, and this is where if I need my chair, I could hold my chair. As I twist, I lengthen that leg closer to the chair, and I bring my hand either to the sacrum or to the hip, or I extend. If I feel I can let go of my chair, I'm into a nice twist. This is intense, so it's I would say a zipping sensation, like a scissor effect, to grip into the mat, or holding chair with one arm. And now find that breath. Should be nice and smooth. And now bend the knee and find yourself back to the front. Hand to the chair and bring your other arm all the way towards the back. Stretch that front leg and give yourself a nice pyramid stretch. Feel both legs nice and long, navel to spine. Bend the knee and look down. As you come up, we keep our warrior legs and we twist. We could grab our hand and find the twist all the way towards that left side. Now I try to press my heel into the mat with my right leg. Feel the balance, shaking here is happening, it's okay. Exhale, I slowly release and sweep up. And release the arms and step forward and sweep up. Swan dive. Flat back and fingertips towards the knees. It should be below the knees or above. Long back, energetic. Tuck in your chin, looking down. Soften the knees and rise. Hands to the heart. And this is where I find my arms forward. And I sit back, I bend the knees, and I sit back to feel the weight to the heels. And I'm watching my lower back. I want a small pelvic tilt, so I want to bring my tailbone down to the floor. I'm into a small option to a chair pose with the arms forward first. And then we'll try to sweep our arms to the cheekbones, pulling shoulders back. You're feeling the weight into the glutes and also the heels. Continue, couple more breaths. Inhale, stretch, swan dive. Hands below the knees or above the knees, flat back. Looking down now. Soften the knees and rise. Hands to the heart. Let's switch sides. And as I switch side, I want to think of safety. I know that my chair is on my mat and it shouldn't glide. And again, my toes are closer to the legs of my chair. And I'm not gripping the chair and pushing down. So that's important. So start by grabbing your chair and let's just bring the knee up. We open the door, we close and bring it down. Up, open, close and down. Up, open, close and down. Now let's step back with that same leg. Let's plant the heel. Knee over ankle, and just practice. You could hold the chair with one hand. The outside arm will come and sweep, or both. See how comfortable you are. Nice and smooth breath. And now I'm going to lower my arms. I'm going to use my outside arm. I'm going to come and grab the chair. I start extending my front right leg. I could bring my hand to the hip to twist. Could stretch my arm. And here, again, please hold your chair. This is part of a balanced pose. Start by holding, and if you feel you can, you'll stretch. But remember, you're pushing into both feet, tailbone in. It's a scissoring effect for that balance. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're doing great. Grab your chair, bend the knee. And again, sweep the arms up into warrior one. Exhale, grab your chair and stretch that front right leg. We're into pyramid. You could sweep that back arm behind you if you want. Feeling the breath and the length into the legs. Bend the knee and rise. Now grab your hand at a soft, gentle twist. Find balance. Navel to spine. Continue. Feel both feet into your mat here. Exhale, we slowly release and we step forward. Inhale to the sky. Swan dive. Fingertips below the knees or above the knees, flat back. Soften the knees and rise. Hands to the heart. We sweep our arms forward. We're sitting back into the heels. Tailbone shines down. Just stay here for a moment. Relax those shoulders. And now sweep the arms to the cheekbones. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Hands to the heart and rise. Swan dive. Fingertips below the knees or above, flat back. Gazing down. Deep breath. Soften the knees and rise. Hands to the heart. Now let's continue and have a seat. Turn your chair around. And make sure you have your block with you and bring your water. And now grab your water. Continuing with our block, opening up the legs a little bit. Make sure you have room and sit more to the edge of your chair. I want you to grab your block. And I want the high end today. I want you to be able to bring your block forward and be able to still touch it without overstretching. So for me, it's my arm length. I drop it. It's in the center of my feet, aligned with my body. So all I need to do is I'm reaching towards my block. My palms are on the block. I'm not gripping the block. I'm resting. And then I'm gonna heel toe away. So my toes are opening to the sides and then my heels. I want room here. And then rock side to side. I want you to feel comfortable. So you're opening more into that pelvic area and also into the hip flexors. Soften slightly the elbows and just gaze down. And breathe. Just feel the breath here. Allow all that tightness we have in that lower back, sacrum and glute area to soften as we soften. The weight is to the hands, to the feet. Make sure the head stays higher than the heart and you're not dropping the head. Observe into this pose. How do you feel? And now start to bring your left hand to the thigh and push up. And give yourself a nice hula hoop. To the left or to the right, it's okay. Nice. And now let's bring our legs in. A little bit to reach to the block. And let's continue. We'll bring our block between our ankles. I'm still to the edge of my chair. I'm feeling comfortable. Now bring one foot at a time to the center of the block, and I'm into the horizontal side of my block. I bring my feet together. And just allow the legs to open. This is where today I change. I'm going to come and glide down right below the knees. I want to lift my sternum. I'm going to slightly hinge and now rest my arms. So I turn my hands and I rotate. I'm looking down towards my feet. Inhale, I come up. I grab my shins and I stretch. And then I simply relax. And I want you to bring your hands on the inside of the cushion of the knee and feel tall. I always have soft arms. Close your eyes. Exhale, I slowly bring my feet back down. And I'm going to continue with pigeon. So if I can't come and reach with my right ankle above the knee, I could always keep it on the block, closer to that left side and open up into the hip flexor. Coming into a pigeon. And I want us to come and rotate the rib cage all the way to the left foot, to the right foot. So I'm turning the rib cage. And I'm going to hinge, but I'm not going to round and hover. I want to lengthen. Hinging means I'm rocking forward slightly and relax. Just feel the openness on that outer glute, or even the rectus femoris. You might feel it if you're tight. Exhale, I'll find center. And then sweep our arms up. We're hinging and reaching to the front. Rest your forearms onto that leg. Feel the stretch. Ooh, I feel this today. Don't round your back. Keep the body nice and long, looking forward. Couple more deep breaths. There's no rush here. It's important to hold the pose, to make a difference, and to feel good. Exhale, we find center, and let's just rotate. And I want you to open the door and hold. You could either come and grab your shin or underneath. Sometimes just hooking and lifting. I want you to open the hip flexor. Another great trick is using the block. A block is a wonderful tool. If I can't hold and my leg is heavy, open. Open as wide as you feel a slight discomfort, but never a pain. So why not use your block? Or even tip of the toe and practice building strength in your arm. My elbow is never out, it pulls in and down. So I could come and lift, or I could grab and lift. And I really feel the sit bones into this pose. And I watch my right leg. I'm not opening the leg. I want to bring the knee aligned with the hip. And you can even just stretch my arm if I want to. And then from here, I'm going to come and slightly sweep my legs to the sides. And I'm going to the right. And I want you to start stretching. We'll stretch the opposite leg. You're going to grab your ankle and just hold. So I want you to drop the knee down. And I don't want you to rock to one side. Try to find equal balance. If your knee's touching the floor here, add extra cushions, or your chair probably is not suitable for you. You want to have a chair that's high enough but comfortable, and your knees are 90 degree and you're straight line with the hips. So I'm making sure I feel tall. I'm giving myself a slight quad stretch. If I can't grab here, I could use a strap or a towel, and that's wonderful. So you can do the stretch as well. And slowly release. And let's find our way back to the center, and we'll grab our block. And again, we choose if we feel we need the block for pigeon. I'll just sweep my left foot towards the right. I align my knee with the hip. I don't want to open the leg. Or I cross the ankle and I feel tall. And I just wait for a few seconds. Just allowing the hip and the leg to feel comfortable. And then I'm going to rotate my rib cage towards that foot. So I'm going to fit towards that left foot. And then I walk myself forward. I'm not rounding and hovering. I'm lengthening as I rock and hinge. Taking nice deep breaths. Exhale, I find center, and I'll sweep my arms up first. And I hinge forward. Rest your forearms onto those legs. And again, keep the back long. And just try to relax that left leg. Just a little longer, taking our time to make a difference in our body. Exhale, we find center, and let's just rotate a couple times. And this is where we choose. If we need a block, we go ahead, or we grab underneath and we open the door. Could grab the sides. Feel tall. Watch the elbow. I want you to hover, not hover, but bring your arm against you, really close, and then guide yourself. Look at the knee. lift your body, and you could even stretch your right arm. So open. You're building strength at the same time. Into that nice left arm, you're building bicep strength, arm strength, hands. Exhale, we gently release. Removing the block, getting ready for our last part. Sitting tall. And you could bring your back against your chair or not, but make sure the knees are aligned with the ankles. And just take a moment, close your eyes. And I want you to count your breath today, equal part breath. Breathe the same amount of air coming in as the same amount of air coming out. And just listen to my voice. Continue that balancing breath. And now observe your legs. How do they feel? Your shoulders are relaxed. Navel slightly in as we grow tall. Calmness is with us, all around us. Feeling energized and ready to continue where we left off. And let's continue our Sankalpa. One hand on top, so I always use my left. You'll see my right, but my left to the navel, and then my right on top. And I just review my intention. I bring this intention into this little box as the universe hears. And as we spread this intention, many wonders happens. And now inhale, sweep this energy, keeping the elbows down. Exhale, sweeping the forearms up. Exhale the energy back down. Feeling. One more time. Hands to the heart into Namaste Mudra. Let's open up our eyes. At this time, you are happy, healthy, and free of any diseases. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed your chair yoga today. Goodbye.